Respirators. Respirators protect you from breathing pesticide-contaminated air. You should use different types of respirators for different pesticide formulations. The product label will say whether you must use a respirator, and if so, what kind of filter, cartridge, or canister to use. When a respirator is required, the product label will also give the MSHA NIOSH approval code prefix for the respirator. MSHA stands for the Mine Safety and Health Administration. NIOSH for National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. These federal agencies evaluate and approve respirators. Before you put on a respirator, double-check to make sure that the MSHA NIOSH approval number on the respirator matches the number on the product label. Styles of respirators include dust mist filtering respirators, chemical cartridge respirators, canister respirators, and a self-contained breathing apparatus.
The dust mist filter respirator offers protection from small particles in the air. They cover the nose and the mouth, and they filter out dust, mist, powders, and particles. It's important to remember that these respirators have the MSHA NIOSH approval number prefix of TC-21C. A chemical cartridge respirator uses cartridges that absorb harmful vapors and gases. Now, this type of respirator can either have a half mask or a full face. Your chemical cartridge respirators are used with pesticides that have an MSHA NIOSH approval prefix number of TC-23C. Now, if you use a powered air purifying respirator, it may reduce respiratory stress and also heat stress. The canister respirator is designed to remove specific contaminants in the air. The canisters in these respirators contain materials to remove dust and mist, and also absorb harmful vapors and gases. Now, the lifespan of these canister respirators is short. Usually it's only 12 minutes to sometimes 60 minutes, depending on their size. Canister respirators are used with pesticides that have the MSHA NIOSH approval number prefix of TC-14G. Now, many cartridges and canister respirators cannot be used in fumigation. It's also important to note that filter, canister, or cartridge respirators should not be used in low oxygen environments. A self-contained breathing apparatus uses a tank with fresh air and provides complete respiratory protection against toxic gases and oxygen deficiency. A self-contained breathing apparatus is used with pesticides that have an MSHA NIOSH approval number prefix of TC-13F. If you have to wear a respirator and you don't know how to wear one, make sure that you have someone who's qualified show you how to use it first and that they perform a fit test. Most respirators must fit tightly around your face in order for them to work correctly. Every time you put your respirator on, make sure that you do a fit check. This can be done by placing your hand over the exhalation valve and exhaling slowly. If no air leaks out around the seams, then you have a good fit. You can also do a positive pressure test by placing both hands over your cartridges or filters and inhaling slightly. The respirator should collapse around your face. If you can hold your breath while this happens for about 10 seconds, then you also have a good fit. Make sure that you always perform your fit check whenever you put on your respirator. If you have facial hair or beard or facial scars, there are many respirator styles that will not protect you because you won't get a proper seal. However, you can protect yourself only by using respirators that are specifically designed to supply you with filtered air. If you're wearing a respirator that filters out dust or mist, make sure that you change the filter when you find it difficult to breathe, if the filter gets torn or damaged in any way or becomes wet. If you're wearing a respirator that removes vapors and gases, Change the cartridge or canister immediately if you smell pesticide as you put on the respirator, if you taste or smell the pesticide, or if you feel the pesticide burning or stinging your nose or throat.
Follow the manufacturer's instructions on when to replace filters, cartridges, and canisters, even if you don't notice a problem. If there are no instructions, then replace filters, cartridges, and canisters at the end of each workday, that is, 8 hours. Your employer should help you determine how often these parts need to be changed and provide replacement parts for you. If you have heart or respiratory disease, you may be unable to wear a respirator.